Hey guys, and happy Friday, and welcome to another free live training where we do here on Fridays. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to open up the third eye, how to open that third eye chakra. And this is a guaranteed way to work. This is proven by science. We're going to get down to very basic practical things when working with the body that will absolutely open up the third eye. But before we do that, I always like to just start off with a quick collective card pull. So we will jump into a collective message, and then we'll jump into the third. We'll be talking all about the third eye chakra. Okay, let's see what we got for today. I haven't used this deck in so long. Okay, first chakra, Archangel Michael. So I think this is also bringing awareness. Ooh, you know what this is? Okay. So a little side note, outside of just opening the third eye chakra, one thing you can also do when working with the chakra systems is starting with the root chakra. We get grounded, we build the foundation, and we go up the chakra system. So the root chakra is at the base of the spine, is the first of the 7 main chakras. And so you can work going up the chakra system and having a more natural effect. And that is one way to do it. Another thing you can do, we also have Archangel Michael here as well. So working with angels, there's a lot of things you could do. You could work with angels, you could work with crystals, there's a lot of clearing, a lot of stuff you could do. There's a bunch of different ways to open up the third eye chakra. And I could probably list 101 ways, but I don't think we want to get into that today. What I want to get into is a proven guaranteed way to open up the third eye chakra, because I think this is a beautiful message here, a reminder for somebody to maybe start working on the root chakra as well, and maybe a calling to start working with Archangel Michael. But yeah, so when we want to open the third eye chakra, you can go in the front door, or you can go in the back door. Meaning, if you go in the back door, it's almost like a shortcut, and it's a quick, fast open up the third eye chakra. And things that can happen with that are near death experiences, deep meditations. You could do psychedelics. There's ways to open it, but then sometimes it doesn't stay open. And we want these lasting effects. So that's what I'm going to focus on here. Is we're going to talk about going in the front door for more longer sustainability that it will keep it open. Let me see here. 1 second. We got in the Facebook group open. Let me refresh this page. I see some comments coming in. Okay. Watching for a couple minutes before heading off to work. I call on Michael daily. Beautiful. So that was probably also a message for you. We are doing the collective card pull. Not everybody works with Archangel Michael. Oh, Tamara, hi. Wonderful. So happy to have you here. How are you doing today, love? Okay, so let's talk about what the third eye chakra is first before we actually go into how to open it. So if you're not familiar with chakras, we actually have 114 chakras throughout our body. I usually work with the 7 major chakras. The other ones are minor chakras. And so the 7 major chakras start at the root, like I was talking about, the base of the spine, and they go all the way up to the crown, and the crown is here. Now, each one is an energy center. It's a sacred energy center, and it relates to different parts of our body, different organs. It works with us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Now, I believe when we work with the chakras, we can balance out in any blocks. We can balance out our energy bodies physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually by working with the chakras. And today we're going to talk about the third eye chakra, which is located right here, and it's governed by the color purple, like a very dark, deep indigo, is what I'd say. And oh, better every day. Beautiful, Tamara. Glad you are doing well. I know you are on your healing journey there. So the third eye chakra is located here, and what it is, it connects us to our spiritual side. It can connect us to the other side, and so we can start getting messages from spirit, archangels, for an example. Maybe this is an invitation to open up the third eye chakra so you can connect to your spirit guides, your ascended masters, your angels, your archangels, your ancestors, loved ones that have passed. Whatever that connection to the spiritual side and the other side means to you, you can access that through opening the third eye. Also, when we open the third eye, things that can happen, we can start having lucid dreaming, which can lead to astral travel. So then you can start astral traveling as well. Some things that may come in along the way when the third eye chakra gets balanced is you may be feeling more mental clarity. You may have some inspiration, more intuitive. You're trusting that intuition. You're trusting yourself. You have better concentration. Um, More decisive actions. You feel really insightful. You get sense of bliss. You're really connected to your spiritual side, which is your soul side. You might start seeing energy. You might start seeing auras. You might start seeing colors. You might start tapping into one of your clairs. So we have these 5 clairs. Think of them related to the 5 senses. So you may start hearing, seeing, sensing, feeling, tasting, touching, knowing. There's these different clairs that can open us up. And that can also happen along the way when your third eye chakra gets opened. So let's talk about now how to open the third eye chakra. Like I said earlier, there's so many different ways. You can do it through meditation. You can do it through yoga. You can listen to frequencies. You can work with crystals. You can work with your angels. You could do affirmations. There's so many different ways to open up the third eye chakra. And for me, I'll tell you my story. So I was about a little less than a year on my spiritual awakening path. And I didn't even know what chakras were or a third eye chakra. And then all this information started coming into me. And so I was trying to open my third eye chakra. So I spent all this time trying to open it. And I was like watching YouTube videos and I was like trying this technique and trying this practice and all this stuff. And I wasn't getting very far. Now, my third eye chakra was open to an extent when I went through my awakening because I started seeing colors and auras and visions and stuff like that, but it hadn't truly opened all the way. And here's the thing about that: you can open it and then open it more, and then open it more, and then open it more. It's like peeling back the layer of the onion. There's more to go. We can always continue to open it and strengthen our connection to the spiritual side and strengthen our connection. To ourself, right? To our guides, whoever we're trying to connect with. But we can continue to open it and we continue to dive deeper into our spiritual gifts, right? So for me, I was trying to access my spiritual gifts and I already had them to some degree, but then I continued to work with the third eye chakra and it kept opening and opening and it still opens. I still step into my gifts every day, every week, every month. It continues to evolve. So there's always more work to do. So here I was, I think it was about like 10, maybe 11 months into my journey. And I'm trying all these things. I'm going all in. I'm like working with the third eye chakra and I'm not getting it to open because I had this expectation of what I thought was going to happen and what I thought it was going to be, all this esoteric woo stuff. And that can be true. You can access that as well. But I also was coming it from a point of ego. And I was like, I need to have it. I want to do this and all of this stuff. And it's interesting because this is also how energy works. The second I stopped trying to operate out of ego and I let the third eye just open, I was like, okay, whatever. I'm done trying to open the third eye chakra, right? Then it actually opens on its own. But there were things I was doing along the way that were helping. Now, one of the things the main thing we're going to be talking about today is, I'm sorry, it looks really, we just got a new internet provider and I don't know how it looks on your end, but where I'm filming, it looks like not good video quality. It looks like it keeps kind of glitching. So I apologize if this is not the best video. um we'll work on that. I actually got a new webcam. I'm going to hook that up, and so the other videos coming should be better quality. So apologize as I'm seeing myself kind of glitch if it's not the best image. But yes, moving back on, I digress. So yeah, so what I realized is, here's the thing: we have 2 sides of us, right? We have this physical side. This is our human, this is our ego, this is our shadow, this is the reactive mind, the mental side, kind of, right? We have the spiritual side, the metaphysical, the soul, the spirit. And what I realized along the way is when you work with both the energies together and you bring them, there's a lot of power in that. So here I was trying to access the third eye chakra, activate and open it by only doing esoteric woo stuff. And it got me a little bit of the way, but it was taking some time. And so what I realized, I was like, okay, I believe there's like science and spirituality, they meet together and it's like, whoa, there's the answers, right? So I started getting into the quantum world and studying the body and the mind and all the stuff about more physical energies. And I was like, well, there has to be something to this. And so we have our brain, right? The hippocampus. And in our hippocampus, we have something called the endocrine system. And in the endocrine system, we have something called a pineal gland. And the pineal gland gets calcified over time. I don't know if this is true for the rest of the world, but I know in the United States, we put fluoride in our water. Why do they do that? It helps with tooth decay. That's the main reason. But there's also dark forces that know about energies at play here. Not to go too conspiracy theorist, but I truly do believe that there's truth to this. That the fluoride is the number one calcification of the pineal gland. And if the government, society, the darker forces, whoever you want to call it, realized, well, we can keep the masses dumbed down, because how do you control anybody? It's by fear, right? So how can we do this? Let's keep them dumbed down so we can keep them in a fear state and we can control, right? Well, let's keep the third eye chakras closed. Well, how do you keep the third eye chakra closed? You calcify that pineal gland. And so when you drink tap water, you're from the faucet, right? If you have city water, now if you have a well water, if you have a well, that's different. But if you're drinking city water in the United States, they put fluoride in, and that is the number one calcification of the pineal gland. Why is this important to talk about? Well, the pineal gland is the physical version of the third eye chakra. As I said, we have the two bodies. We have the physical and we have the metaphysical. So you can go about opening your third eye chakra through all those different techniques I talk about and just talked about, and access it from the spiritual realm and do those esoteric woo stuff. That's one energy. But when we go at it from the physical energy, this is where I found it truly open, because I brought the two together. I was still doing all my spiritual third eye practices, but then I started working with the body. And again, this allowed the third eye chakra to open. So for me, I started studying the pineal gland again, and then in the endocrine system, which is in the hippocampus. So it's a part of our body. It's the physical version of the third eye. It is. It is. So the second you decalcify the physical version of the third eye, your third eye chakra will open. It has to. This is science. This is facts. It's 100% guaranteed to work, because again, we're working with the body. We're working with scientific stuff. Okay. This has been proven. I do it all the time with my clients. It's something I've been on. There's research out there. You guys can look this stuff up as well. I've actually got I posted it out on YouTube and Facebook. I created a 5-video series. It's completely free. All you have to do is click on the link. You put your email address in, and it immediately takes you to a 5-part video series. And it explains how to decalcify the pineal gland. Because I'm not going to get into all of that. Let me see if I can drop the link in the comment here. Here we go. Okay. So let me put this in really quick. Thank you for your patience. 1 second. Okay, so let me drop this in here now, and I'll explain about this again at the end. Okay, so there is a link there. Did it go into the Facebook? I see it's in YouTube. Tamara says, science plus woo equals miracles. Yes, fluoride lies. Yes, thank you. It doesn't look like it went over in the Facebook group. Are we still live on the Facebook group? Let me put it in over here. 1 second. Okay. I'm not sure why it only posted to YouTube. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Again, we can go out of this esoteric ways to try to open it, or we can go out of the physical way, or we could bring the energies together. And so when I was looking at it from the physical side, when I realized the pineal gland was the physical version of the third eye, and I realized how calcified it was, like it just, once it gets calcified, what happens is the third eye chakra closes. We want it to open, right? So the calcification closes it. So now it can't function. It can't move. We want it to open. So I was like, well, what actually calcifies it? The number one thing is fluoride. Now, there's so many different things. There's heavy metals and toxins and all kinds of chemicals and stuff that pollute the air in our body and from foods and all kinds of stuff that calcify the pineal gland, which then again closes the third eye chakra. Now, the other thing I want to add about fluoride is it's in the toothpaste as well. Because again, remember, they put it in the water to help with tooth decay, but they also put it in toothpaste. So for me, I got off of fluoride toothpaste. I get fluoride free toothpaste. Okay. I'm only going to go into the fluoride because it's literally the only thing you need to do. You cut that out of your body, and then all of a sudden your pineal gland will start to decalcify. Okay. And your third eye chakra will 100% open no matter what. Now, in that video series that I just dropped, it's a free gift. Anybody can watch it. Like I said, just click on the link. And what will happen is, so there's 5 videos, and in each 5 videos, I've got 5 ways to decalcify the pineal gland. Because maybe for you, you don't like the fluoride-free toothpaste. Maybe you're looking for something different. I've got over 25 different things you can try, from supplements to powders, all kinds of different things that will decalcify the pineal gland. And I go into deep explanation of how it works with the endocrine system, how it works with the pineal, how it works with the third eye, and I talk really deep about it. So I'm not going to go into the 25 plus things in this video. You can watch the free gift. I drop the link in there, and I'll put it in the regular comments too after we're done with the live. But again, going back to science. Well, for me, my journey, right? I tried all those esoteric woo ways, and it wasn't opening. It wasn't opening to where it was like, bam, it opened. Because I went through another awakening after my Kundalini awakening. I went through a third eye awakening, and it blasted open, and it allowed me to tap into my clairs and my psychic abilities, right? And so that's one of the things that got me here today. Now, I want to let you guys know about decalcifying the pineal gland. This is not an overnight fix. This is not an overnight answer. This is not a quick one and done. As we talked about going in the front door or the back door is a quick out of body experience, near death experience, psychedelics, stuff like that. You can go through the back door and pop it open, but are you going to keep it open? Some people are able to when they go through the back door, but a lot of times it closes again because that calcification is going to, it opens, is going to force it to close because, again, we're dealing with the physical body and the spiritual body. Remember, we have the two sides. So I wanted lasting effects. How do I open the third eye chakra, but how do I keep it open? So I kept doing all of my spiritual practices, everything I'd done along the way that worked with the third eye chakra, all of that stuff I was talking about earlier. I kept that spiritual practices as my daily stuff. And then I started doing the physical stuff. When I got on my journey of decalcifying the pineal gland, I was 35 years old. So think about it. I had 35 years of calcification. I had 35 years of using fluoride toothpaste. I drank tap water. I cooked my food in tap water, plus all the other heavy metals, toxin chemicals, all the food, all the free radicals, everything else I was putting into my body. 35 years of it. So you can't just get rid of 35 years of stuff overnight, at least not by going through the front door. Again, going through the back door, quick, immediate fix, but will it stay open? Because what's the point of, hey, I'm psychic for a day. I connected to my spiritual guides and I got all these answers and I traveled the other side, but oh man, then I went back to real life the next day. That was so cool. I had so much fun in the astral realm. I had a freaking conversation with Archangel Michael, but I can't do it anymore. That's what happens when you go through the back door. But when you go through that front door, it stays open. So I worked on decalcifying my pineal gland, and I'm going to tell you, it's still open. I've been on this journey since 2019, and it's still open. Every day, it's still open. Now, there are ways if it starts to become too much that you can close it off. And there are ways you can kind of shield off energies as well. And if you guys want to know about that, I can make a separate video about that. But I really wanted to just get on to explain what that free gift was about. Because again, working with the two sides, the physical and the spiritual. And what do you want? Do you want the front door or the back door? This is lasting effects. Again, 100%, I cannot hammer this in enough, 100% guaranteed to work, 100% effective. This will work because we're working with the body and working with science. You cannot defy science with this, okay? Now let's talk about some truths that you're going to face along the way. Again, I'm getting antsy. I'm a little impatient. I want to go talk to Archangel Michael today. Why isn't my third eye chakra open yet? You need patience. I'm going to say this again. When you decalcify your pineal gland, you need patience because, again, you have years and years or decades and decades of calcification in that pineal gland. For me, it took time. It took time. This is not something you can just do overnight, not in weeks. I mean, we're talking months, if not years. I mean, you should notice something. For me, let's see. It's interesting because in 2017, I started working with apple cider vinegar, which again helps with the pineal gland. And I think I cut out fluoride by 2018. So I'd only done 2 of the things. And by 2019, I was really diving into these. And by 2020, I was doing almost all of these things that are in that video series, that free gift that I put in the comments, I was doing most of these almost daily. And once I started decalcifying the pineal gland, when I went all in, it opened. So can you do it in under a year? Yes. But I want to be very realistic. It might take a year or two, but this is okay because when you open it, it will stay open. I'm telling you, mine has been open this whole time. It does not close, but I'm in control. So I can say, I don't want messages now. I'm just trying to be me and in my own energy for the moment. And when I choose to connect, I can connect, right? Because when it opened, I got overwhelmed with all the messages and all the time. But I learned to protect my energy and kind of energetically just kind of shut it off for the moment and tap back in when needed. And if you guys want more stuff on that, let me know. That's something I do with my coaching clients. We go into all the stuff. I teach that in my chakra programs. I probably got some YouTube videos on it. If not, I'll let me know. I can make some, get some out about that as well. But again, this is sustainable. This is 100% guaranteed to work. So if you are on the spiritual path, or maybe you don't even call yourself on the spiritual path, but you want to open your third eye chakra, I would look into this because you cannot, uh, science is not going to lie with this. It is the physical version of the third eye. It is guaranteed to open. I see some comments. Let me go back in for a second. Um, You have such a lovely bright light. Oh, thank you. So do you, my love. High pitch ringing in your right ear resonates. Oh, amazing. I like that. Again, because you're in tune with the spiritual side. Yes, please. So many sad energies are stuck in my house in the funeral last week. Yes, and I know that Tamara, who's commenting on that one, just lost her father, and so that's what I was talking about, the healing journey. There's a lot of stuff going on, so you have to go through it to you have to feel it to heal it. So you definitely have to go through the grief, and it is a process, right? Just like opening the third eye chakra this way is going to be the process. But Tamara, if you're feeling they're stuck in your house, I would sage, get some white sage, clear the energy because it will set everything back to 0 point energy field. Sage yourself, sage your house. What else we got? My house, literally and figuratively. Allergic reaction to you from apple cider vinegar may just be the healing process symptoms. Yeah. And that's why I give you guys 25 plus different things that work, because somebody may be like, I don't like apple cider vinegar. It's horrible. Right. And Tamara, she's got allergic reaction to it. So that may not work for you. So I want to give you all the things that I've researched. I continue to dive into this. I continue to research. I continue to find more and more ways to do this because science keeps finding new stuff that works. Or maybe somebody on the spiritual path got a download, maybe from Archangel Michael, got some new information, right? I continue to read blogs and books and watch YouTube videos and keep evolving. And so any information I get along the way, I continue to keep going live, making YouTube videos about it. We do it in the coaching programs. I've got a coaching program that just works on the third eye chakra where we work on that. But I also got another one that opens up the intuition, the psychic abilities as well. If anybody's interested in that, you guys can message me. I think there's a link in the description of the video that talks about working with me one-on-one. So just to wrap everything back up again, I was going to do a quick short video, already over 20 minutes. So how to open the third eye? Well, front door, back door. Do you want sustainable results? Do you want to open it and keep it open? Because if you want to open it and keep it open and work from the physical side, decalcify the pineal gland. The pineal gland is a physical version of the third eye. The second that gets decalcified, it will open 100%. It's not magic. It's not I did some esoteric woo stuff and went on a vision quest and met God and did some DMT and all the stuff and it opened. Sure, go do that if that calls to you. You can tap into the esoteric side, but it's not going to stay open. For the majority of people, it doesn't. So decalcifying it allows it to open. The calcification locks it. It's like there's a deadbolt on it and you can't get in. You can't access it because the calcification is like deadbolt. Don't matter how many keys you got, how many knocking and banging and passwords you got, that door is not going to open. But the second it gets decalcified, it will open and you will tap into your spiritual side. You can meet your spirit angels, your spirit guides, your ascended masters. You tap into intuition. You open up your psychic abilities. You can astral travel. Whatever it is you want to do on the spiritual side, it will work when your third eye chakra is open. So Yeah, seek the truth and trust the process. I'm glad that's been your little mantra. Yeah, I said that in one of my daily tarot card videos. And then I know you messaged me, or no, I think we were talking on a live coaching call about it. And you were like, oh, that's been my mantra. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. I love it. I'm so glad that's been beneficial for you. Seek the truth and trust the process. Seek the truth and trust the process. Seek the truth. Seek the truth. Seek the truth and trust the process. Okay, guys. So again, go check out that it's a 5-part video series, okay? It explains everything, what the third eye chakra is, what the pineal gland is. It'll go into greater detail of what the endocrine system is, the hippocampus, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the third eye chakra, benefits of opening it, how to open it, how to use this recommendation. And I've got where you can get the stuff too. In the video series, you can click on the links and it takes you straight to it. So it's not like, oh, well, she said to buy this, but I can't find it, or where do I get it, or how do I know it's the right one? Is this good enough? I got links. I got links in the description of the video that will take you to a direct site that you can get these things. So, guys, yeah, if you're on the spiritual path and you want to open your third eye chakra, in my experience on my own journey and all of the hundreds of clients that I've worked with along the way, this is 100% guaranteed. You will 100% open your third eye chakra. Really hammering this in, guys. You will open your third eye chakra. You ready to meet Archangel Michael? Are you ready to step in, open up your third eye chakra and connect to your spirit guides? Then decalcify your pineal gland. So check out that video series. It's a free gift. I've got it in the Facebook group. I've got it. I made a post on it in YouTube. We're live in the Facebook group and YouTube. I'm on the community page. I made a post on it. It said, get your free gift here. Click this link. In the Facebook group, I made a post about it. Get your free gift here. Check this link. Click this link. It's a 5-part video series. It explains everything. I've dropped it in the comments. And again, I will drop it in the regular comments because I know YouTube's got live comments and they got regular comments. So I'll put that out there. Any questions, shoot me an email, astariadream@gmail.com. You want to book a one-on-one session to go into the stuff, we could do this. I've got links in the description of the video. You want to do the third eye chakra coaching program, I got links in the description of the video. If you want to open up your psychic senses, I've got that program. I've got links in the description of the video. And you just want the free content? Absolutely. There's free content. That's what it's about. It's a whole live. It's all it's about. Watch the free video series. It will open up your third eye once you start doing it. And the number one remembrance is, remember, what was the one thing we have to remember along the way? Patience. Because again, we're going to the front door looking for lasting results. Well, if you want to open it for the rest of your life, do this. You could have your third eye chakra open forever. So patience, because it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in weeks. We're looking at months to a year to 2 years, right? It may not be all the way 2 years. Mine took almost about 2 years because, again, I had a slow process. I was still kind of in the matrix the first year, and I only tried 1 or 2 of the things. But when I went all in, that second year, it opened. So have patience, work with the pineal gland, decalcify it. And you can even bring in some esoteric stuff too along the way. You can still be doing the third eye, new age, esoteric, spiritual practices. You can still do that. Even better if you bring both worlds together. Again, open. A lot of it will open. So any questions, let me know in the comments too if you have any questions. Thanks for all the love. Yes, love you all too. Be blessed. Blessed. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings. Blessings to you guys as well. And we're going to wrap up today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you got anything on this video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. This way I know you got something that resonated. If you guys haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's a bell too. You'll want to hit the bell and turn on all notifications. Why? Because I don't want you guys to miss out on any upcoming messages. That next message just might be the message that you need to hear today. All right, my loves. Till next time, have a wonderful day and be blessed.